So this is the skater cut. As you can tell, probably I'm not riding on this one anymore, and maybe if you want to fund me getting a new one, support us by picking up our deck of playing cards. We've just fulfilled the Kickstarter project on this crazy collaboration with a surrealist artist, and these feel just as good as they look. We didn't compromise on quality and the premium materials. The tuck cases produced by Cloud Press in California, and then of course the cards produced by the United States Playing Card Company, crushed stock, most premium materials possible, and they feel and look insanely good. So speaking of the Flourish, Skater Cut was published and popularized by Dan and Dave Buck and Joey Burton, and I think the Trilogy was the first DVD when Dan and Dave put that in, and it was in 2007, and they swear they performed the Skater Cut, and Kickflip, I think, is the part that was added by Joey Burton, and they credit Joey Burton there, of course. When I was at the cardistry in 2019, Dan told to me that I can teach anything, premium tutorials, whatnot, for free on my YouTube channel, which I was kind of like not comfortable with, and I still didn't proceed doing so. We did a kind of like a tips video where I was giving some pointers on how to improve your Skater Cut, but now that Dan and Dave announced that all of their body of work belongs to the public domain, meaning all the card tricks, card flourishes, they can be easily like taught, retaught or whatnot, I thought that I can publish this, and also I wanted to share something like a twist of mine, which is an anti-gravity variation of the Skater Cut when you're stumbling station when packet ends face up to finish a flourish with a nice closure. And that was a premium tutorial for the longest time, and I didn't know better, so I published that as a premium bundle. In hindsight, I wouldn't do that, so I want to share the anti-gravity variation with you too in this one.
Learn it now.
Alright, so from the Skater Cut, you need to be really comfortable with a Charlie cut and all the classic two-handed flourishes, maybe even three-handed flourishes that we already taught on our channel, like Kalash's cut, also with the permission of Bill Kalash as well. Kinda cool. And all the classic flourishes which divide the deck into like few packets like this. So this is easy if you've been doing cardistry for some time. So essentially what you do is you split the deck into 4 packets almost instantly. And this is done by doing the Z grip, which we taught in our cardistry basics. So you hold the deck in a modified dealer's grip and you just split the deck into forming a letter Z like this. And once you've done that, you split the top packet with your middle finger like this from this corner and dividing it by another 2 parts. You have like kind of like modified Z grip where you can transpose and transfer this middle packet while holding it with your thumb like this into a position where you can open the Skater Cut, and you also rotate your right hand to open it completely, right, so that flourish is actually taking up some space. So don't be shy and open the packets completely like this. Spread your hands as much as possible, and this is essentially the first phase of the Skater Cut. Once you're comfortable, and obviously the speed is important too, so you need to get into this phase in like half a second, maybe a second as well. So like this, boom, a second, and you're already in the phase where you can kick on the packet. Now kicking on the packet is actually a little bit more difficult than it seems. Obviously you need to hit the packet somewhere in this area, in the 2/3 of the long side of this packet, and you need to hit it with the ring finger. Right, so you need just to aim, firstly you need to aim to ensure that you can spin the packet between the fingers at least a little bit and still maintaining the grip. So the hardest part about this is that you're holding this packet with 2 different hands and 2 fingers and maintaining the pressure so that allowing the packet to spin and still not letting it fall is the neckiest part about this flourish. So what I would recommend you to do is just do this over like a soft surface or a carpet or your bed, so that all the cards that are dropping on the floor, you can easily collect them and start again. And you will probably need a few weeks to get used to that, measuring the amount of pressure needed to hold this packet in between your 2 fingers, like your thumb of your left hand and your middle finger of your right hand, is just the neckiest part as well. So once you've mastered that, you understand how much pressure you need to apply, you can easily start kicking, and half turn is already a good progress. And from here, in fact, you can go into anti-gravity version of the SKATER cut, which I will teach in a second, but the regular version looks like this. So you open the 4 packets, you kick, and then you return it back where it belonged, and you continue by now using your thumb to hold this packet and pull this middle packet from beneath. And then you do a simple action of like scissors cut, turning the packet in your right hand like this. And you can complete by doing the Charlie cut or illusion cut in your left hand and just toss the packet with your right hand in between and close. So in full speed it will look something like this. You open, perform the spin, do the scissors cut, boom. And again in slow motion you open, pull this packet, kick it and close, do this, boom.
Anti-gravity.
So now speaking about the anti-gravity variation, which is a fun variation when you're experimenting and you're not going for 180-degree spin, but you're rather going for 360 or 270, or you just did a half spin for some reason. So instead of awkwardly just correcting it and just like turning with your ring finger, it just doesn't look natural, doesn't look good. So what I would do is just continue with a slightly different approach. So let's assume this ended up like this, face up. I'll continue pulling that packet with my middle finger and thumb and do the scissors cut, and in the action of the scissors cut I'll continue rotating this packet like this and let it fall on top. So once again you did some kind of a turn that ended up with this packet face up. You can even add additional spin like this, so I'll explain that in a second, and still you end in the starting position, so which is essential for any flourish, I think. Every flourish usually starts with like dealer's grip or like straddle grip and ends like that. You can opt for classic closure or you can do additional spin. So what I do is just push with my thumb like this and do this step of spin, help with my ring finger and middle finger to rotate this packet, and now is just turned face up, my right hand, my middle finger here, and the ring finger help. And I close it. Now I'm in position to perform the scissors cut, which I also told in our beginner, like basic tutorial video. And in the action of scissors cut with my left hand, I also rotate this packet the following way. So I regroup. With my middle finger I hold this corner, and with my thumb I hold this corner. And I can do this type of a turn. So again, just learn this turn. It's a Jones change pretty much, type of a turn from Dan and Dave's Trilogy DVD. You can check it out. So it's easy. You just rotate pretty much the packet in between your middle finger and thumb with your index finger. So once you mastered that, you're in the position of just closing the flourish like that. One more time, full speed. So you did the kickflip, pull. I'll slow it down. I don't want to do this full speed here. This, regroup, scissors cut, and close. So it's essential just to time the movement as well on your left hand and your right hand so that all the packets are moving at the same time. So that was the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this one. Make sure to pick up the cards. We fulfilled the campaign, so there's a few hundred left of the regular edition and maybe a dozen or two left of the gilded ones, which are numbered by the artist. Absolutely stunning foiling on top of the backs and gilding on the edges. I mean, seeing that in real life, nothing beats it. So these decks look gorgeous, obviously probably a little bit on the expensive side, but the regular ones available too with immediate shipping from Texas and from our partners in North America too. That's it from me. I hope you enjoyed this one. Drop a like.
Subscribe.
If you did, much love. Do побачення.